Hi YouTube, this is Laminar Flow with another update for my build on my 125 gallon display with the basement sump. A few weeks back I gave you a list of all the stuff I need to do on my display cabinet. This time out I want to show you how I totally messed up my tank while actually implementing that list. Access inside the upper cabinet was the big ticket item. So with all my plans, I went through and I marked out where I wanted to cut holes. I had this idea that I wanted to round off the holes on the edges just to soften the way it looks inside and maybe keep cords from catching in a corner if I was going to pass them from side to side. Probably created a lot more work for myself than I needed to. So what I did was I wound up drilling through with a hole saw in the corners of each of the cutouts. After the holes, I finished up the cuts with a vibrating saw that I have. I had thought at one point about using a circular saw. Really bad idea when I started thinking about how I would actually be able to hold it and get it in there and all the rest of that. Vibrating saw was definitely the way to go on this. If you don't have one, it's a really nice tool for a lot of different things. Ventilation was the other big ticket item. You can probably see I had some rectangular holes on the top inside the cabinet. Here I want to show you some actual video where I could capture some video of how I did the cuts. I'm going to run this through at greater than actual speed because it's pretty boring to watch at regular speed. What I did was I drilled a couple of pilot holes first to make sure that I was actually in the right spot. Took a couple of pictures to make sure I really was where I wanted to be. I then drilled an extra hole with the hole saw. That's so I could grab onto the cutout as I finished the cut. I didn't want to let it drop down inside, possibly hit the tank on the way through. I was concerned about that with all the cuts, and you weren't able to see that in any of the other pieces because I just had static photos. Here you can see the vibrating cut saw in action. The top plywood's only 1/4 inch, so it goes through it pretty quick. The lower stuff at 3/4 inch, it was a little bit more work to get through, but it's certainly the right tool for the job here. I got a pretty good cut in here. It's pretty tight. Had to sand and adjust a little bit, but then you can see I'm actually adding in the fan unit here at the end. After installing the fan and checking the cord length, I went back and I added a cutout for the control panel for the fans as well. I drilled a hole as well on the other side for the temperature probe, which I don't think I have a picture of. So how did I mess up my tank? Well, just a little sawdust really. Nothing that a shop vac propped up on a couple of stools can't fix. For the last step, I painted all the new wood edges and added in my grills. That means I'm ready for water. That will likely be my next video. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, or subscribe if you'd like to see more in this series.